Hey guys, Bobby Thompson with Flat Earth and Coffee, back with another video, and I think you're going to enjoy this one. While doing more research for bloopers and trying to find sources for different bloopers I've shared in the past, I noticed something happening in a video, and I saw it in other videos that I couldn't quite make sense of. So I started downloading these videos, and I started manipulating the videos to see if I could figure out what these anomalies were. So without further ado, first let me show you the magic trick. And might I just point out here is this looks like tape to me, and this looks like tape to me, and there is a lot of tape, which we might hopefully we talk about that more. But let me show you the trick.
This is Hiroko Ando. I'm very glad to talk with you.
So it's happening right now. Here's a place where it's happening right here. It's also happening right in here. And it's happening in lots of places, all around in here. And it's even happening here on these balls right here. And you'll never notice it. If you watch this whole video from start to finish at the speed they want you to watch it in, you won't see a problem with this video. But now let's expose the trick. So here's that same video sped up 50 times, the entire video. And watch right here. See that? I'm going to call it a cap. I'll explain why I call it a cap later. You see this thing here flopping? See these caps over here? Look at this. Now be sure to go back and look at that. See that motion right there? Just swinging. And look down here, another cap. Swinging left to right, up and down. Swinging. You'll see it. It'll change. And before we go further, let me explain what's going on. Some of these cables that they have ran all over the place for effect, at the ends of them, they have these caps, these metal caps attached to metal chains. And when they have these cables plugged in, well, you have this chain with a cap, a fairly heavy cap, that's just hanging there. Well, for whatever reason, those are hanging all over the place. And we're going to see a whole lot more of this. In the background here, you'll see them just going crazy. See this one swinging? Well, look at this one over here. It's going nuts. See this here and this here? And go back and watch. It's not because they're moving stuff. See it? See this cap down here moving? Nothing's hitting that cap. Nothing. You'll see this thing moving. You'll see this one moving. And play this back as many times as you need to. But these caps are moving because they are on an airplane. This is all being filmed. That's why the space shuttle's long and tubular, is because, or I'm sorry, the ISS, not the space shuttle, but they're on an airplane. This is a 0G parabolic flight, and we're going to prove that. Again, look back in here, look up in here, see if you see anything. And look at this. Look at this. If you watch, this thing does a lot of moving with no one touching it. It gets disturbed once, but for the most part, it's just flipping all over the place on its own. And there are some things moving back in here if you go back and watch. But this was something I caught in this one. This is a little bit different than the caps issue. Is that in slow motion, you won't see anything going on here. Nothing at all. But and when I played it faster, I did see something going on. And let me explain what it is. There's a white strap, and this strap is moving, and someone caught it moving, and they didn't want you to see it moving. So what they did is whether it was automated with computer software, there is automated software that does this, or someone went in by hand, frame by frame. Either way, they did a very sloppy job because they knew no one would notice, right? If it happened, because the movement's slow. But when the white strap is out here, hanging out here, they've painted it blue and they painted it white and they put a black strip on it. So it kind of looks invisible. But when it moves over here, you'll see it is a white strap. It's a white strap back there. But they don't want it. They tried to hide it and make it less obvious in here. So they CGI'd it. And again, just a closer close up. Here it looks like kind of like one of those plastic shields people can put that curves light around. It makes you look invisible. Something similar to that. I think this was probably done by computer. And this was, well, I would have never caught this if I didn't speed it up. Watch this Post-it pad. It's going to fall. But there's also this thing here swinging back and forth. There's this cable here. But look at that. it's moving around in there, and it shouldn't be because it's actually touching things. It's touching the sides. It's sitting on a cap. You have this cable moving left and right. There's other things going on in here. There's a thing swinging back here and this thing swinging here, all being affected by the different trajectories of this parabolic flight. Now, again, look at these caps. They look like snakes. There's more things moving over here. There's this thing moving. There's something moving here. This thing over here moves occasionally. But these caps are the worst. You know, these things shouldn't be moving at all. And they shouldn't be out this way because they're weighted, right? Like this is a, you know, and it is being affected by trajectory. There's no question about it. You can see all over this wall. You have this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. And what's in this bag, right? This bag's like have a cat in it. And what's in this bag? Why is this bag moving? And then again, more caps. Look at all the movement going on in this video. She's not touching that bag. And this, I don't know if someone, he kind of hit the bags there, like to maybe, this bag's moving all over the place, right? I don't know if someone whispered in his ear, right? I don't know if they have, but he appeared to have turned around and hit him, like maybe to get it pinched or something. But you can see here and here, look at that thing just going all over the, see, he hit the bag. I don't know. I bet they have earpieces and someone said, hey man, that bag's giving us a lot of problems. See how he kind of pinched it like in between this one. This is the worst. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at these things. They're swinging all over the place. This wall is going crazy. It looks like it's alive. That's the best one in my opinion. Look at this. And you still have these over here that always give the problem. You have something over here going up and down on the side of the screen. Feel free to rewind. For brevity's sake, we're going to keep it going. Again, look at this. Look at, that's a trajectory change. You've got one here, you've got one here, you've got one up here. This little strap moves left and right. But these are the real problems over here. This little tab or whatever you want to call it goes up and down. Thomas Biscuit, watch this cable or strap, watch this strap, watch this strap. Look at that. What makes a strap move like that? These got metal clasps on the end of them. This has a metal clasp on it. And you can see this thing's going nuts over here. There's something here going up and down. This cable here is being affected. There's tons of stuff. And I went ahead and highlighted some of the things moving around in here. And you can, and there's things back there moving. And if these were feathers or little pieces of paper and you said it was air conditioning, but where's the air conditioning blowing? Are the vents everywhere on every wall? And how is it moving metal, right? Obviously, again, in a parabolic, look at this. They're on a parabolic flight. And these are heavy. These are metal caps on metal chains. And you can see things over here moving. Again, look, why do they have 2 rolls of duct tape, right? They have a roll of duct tape here. They got a roll of duct tape here. It's because they tape things from moving, if you ask me, right? Or in case they have a hole, they can always, a hole in the ISS. They patch that with duct tape, I'm sure. Again, you can look at that, and it's going nuts back there. This one here, you've got one back there. You got this little piece of cable. There's one back in there. Again, you've got these 3 or 4 back here, always doing their thing. this clamp, she touches it a few times. I don't know if she tries to stop it from moving because it keeps doing donuts, but you still have the regular, you know, offenders. You have this one here. That clamp keeps on moving, but there you have this one back here. Look at it going up and down, up and down, up and down. And as always, they, you know, plenty of duct tape for when things start moving around too much. And see, look at them. Again, looks like snakes. And this ball is Velcroed. Like what, you know, what's making that ball move like that? They're Velcroed down. You know, it's got to be a lot of movement to do that. You've got some back in here. Look at this wall. 1, 2, 1. It was too bad. They zoomed out. Look at this thing's moving. The regular offenders back here. You've even got Velcro moving here. They had to zoom in on them because this side was too apparent, if you ask me. Look at this here, swinging. You had some swinging going on. Like, no, Chris, we're not giving you a pass like that. You have some swinging going on here. So the regular offenders, look at them. They again, wherever you'll see these caps and this cable's moving, they need to whip out the duct tape. Look at them just moving. And I think all these flags that they have up there for effect, that people, if you want to say it's air conditioning, why is the air conditioning not moving these flags, right? Like none of these flags are moving at all, but it's going to move the metal, right? Is that how it works? It doesn't work like that. If her hair doesn't do it for you, like if you don't see, and you see this one here, look at it popping in and out. It'll come out, it'll swing out because of a trajectory change. But if this is hairspray, guys, this is not what hair does in a 0G environment. And watch you'll see his thing go up and down. His little, I don't know what you call that thing, right? You know, zipper tab. His too. It'll just go up for no reason, right? Not because he moves. It'll go up and it'll go down. It'll go up and it'll go down. Just like these things here, down in here. It'll go up and it'll go down. Just like this here. Just like these, they're all over in there. Wherever these caps are, it shows it. It shows what's going on. You can see here's a cap here. There's a cap back in there. There's one there. Look at it. It's just moving all over the place. You can see that thing going up and down. So for the most part, all this stuff's really rigid, and it does a really good job of hiding. And they'd like you to think, like in older videos, that they use these microphones, and these cables are fairly flexible. I think these are super rigid wires, and they create the illusion that they're floating. Right? It's like artwork. They just bent it up there to look at like it's floating there. It's not actually. It's actually super rigid. That one too. It's just there for effect. But again, look at this metal cap floating around. Look at this metal cap floating around. They all show movement. Bill Hines. You can see this tab there moving up and down. You can see this cap here moving up and down. You see these caps over here that my banner accidentally, I didn't mean to, but it's blocking the view. Looks like you got one back here. You got one there, keeps peeking out. Look at this. You can see the one back there. There's one back in here. This one's the worst. Of course, you got the regular offenders right there. You got this tab, which keeps going up and down here. Again, look, is that duct tape? Some more duct tape, right? These are different, wherever they're filming, they've always got a roll of duct tape, right? Is that how you, yeah, well, you see these up here. Let's see what else we got in this. Oh no, go back. Look, there's one right there. See that cap? It's going left and right. Look at it. You've got these up here. There's a cap there. It just swung all the way across. I'm sure I'm not getting them all, guys. This is real-time analysis. This little penguin goes all over the place. It is everywhere. And there's some stuff in the background, I seem to remember in here. Where's it at? Oh, what's this thing here? What's this blue thing here? It swung in right here. And you can see this thing back here moving. Oh, it's a flag, I guess. You can see this carabiner right here moving. You see this thing coming here, floating in here. All things affected by the parabolic flight. And I did put the best ones, again, look right here. I did put the best ones first. So the ones where obviously they have the more caps, the worse it is. And here we have Thomas Pesquet and Megan MacArthur. You can see they have one right back there, and they have a carabiner right there, but they also have a cap there. They have something here that keeps moving. And you have this thing back here. It's like a clamp on a thing. It keeps moving. They have a carabiner back there on the wall that keeps moving. They have it. There's one of those caps. Look, it come down and then went back up. So see that cap? It keeps moving. So I mean, we could really do analysis just on one of these videos and keep finding more and more things. I'm just doing this on the fly. I have looked at them once or twice before, but I don't have any notes. See them jumping around there. See this one in the background. Really look at even the strap here. That's a pretty, that's light and kind of rigid, but that strap's all over the place. Again, roll of duct tape. These are all years apart. Some of these are, Expedition 65, 67, 68. They've always got a roll of duct tape in here. And I think it's to stop things that are moving around. I think they tape them down. I mean, obviously, apparently no one, I can only assume they did not speed up their clips and analyze what they're doing. They would have never left those caps on there, never. Because I think this is some of the most damning evidence against them. Look at this cap. You can see one there. You can see one back there. They just move around. They change directions. They go left, right, up, down. They look like little snakes. And let's see what we got here. There you go. And there's one there. There's one there. There's one back there. There's one right there. So the more you look, the more you'll find. If you just sit there, again, I'm not pointing them all out. But this one looks to be, can't move very much. It looks like it's wrapped around a cable, so it's only got half its motion. There's this one tangled in the wires back there. You got one there. You've got something moving here. You got this one back there swinging up and down, this one there. Look, you've got one back in here. You've got this one back here. Look at it swinging. Look at it changing directions. This thing here, it goes up and down and up and down. You got one back there. You got this thing here is also moving. This isn't too bad. All I saw was this thing here. But again, I found something in every single one that I pulled down. I think this is the, had the least. But this is apparently this. I don't know if they don't use this room a lot. I mean, obviously, 99% of the time they're in that room with the two windows. But this one does have. You do see the zipper move from time to time, and you do see this move from time to time. And again, they want you to think this is floating, right? Like this is one of those mic cords, but this is actually crazy rigid. Like I think this is just bent into shape. It's got some twists in it just for effect to make it look like it's floating there. Look at the balloons. First off, the balloons are going in every which direction. This carabiner can't stop moving. And this strap that's woven into this lattice work here or whatever, it keeps going up. It keeps changing, right? If it were microgravity, it wouldn't move. Like she hit it once, but then it just kept on moving again and again and again and again, right? I'm sure there's more in there. There we go. There's one of the caps. This cable here is moving up and down. That cap's probably the worst of this one. There's a cap here moving. Again, there's a cap back there. And we'll finish off with Mark Vandehey. You got a cap there. You've got this zipper tab or whatever. It keeps moving. You got a zipper tab. Oh no, some stuff back in the background back there that's moving left and right. There's a cap back there moving. There's this cable just came up out of nowhere and started moving. And in closing, I'd like to say feel free to re-upload and share this video. And for more Flat Earth content, these are some great channels that I follow in alphabetical order, not any particular favorite in here. But hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.